Hi class! Today we are going to read another book by Judi Barrett. We read the book, Animals Should Definitely Not Wear Clothes. Well, this book is similar. It's called Animals Should Definitely Not Act Like People. This book was written by Judi Barrett and drawn or illustrated by Ron Barrett. It's another book that gives us an opinion and then tells us reasons. They will use the word because. The opinion is animals should definitely not act like people. So first, they state their opinion. On the first page, they tell us their opinion. Animals should definitely not act like people because it would be preposterous for a panda. That means really silly. Animals should definitely not act like people because a worm would be worn out. Animals should definitely not act like people because it would be outrageous for an octopus to play outfield. Animals should definitely not act like people because it would be foolish for a fish. Animals should definitely not act like people because a hippopotamus would have to have a heap of help. That means a lot of help. Animals should definitely not act like people because it would not pay for a pigeon. Oh, that it would be an expensive way for him to fly. Animals should definitely not act like people because a fly would find his furniture falling. They like to be up on the ceiling, and he can't keep his furniture up there because of gravity. Animals should definitely not act like people because it would be dreadfully dull for a dog. They would be bored taking their dog for a walk. Animals should definitely not act like people because a giraffe would gasp when she glanced to the ground. Animals should definitely not act like people because it would be troublesome to a turtle and a thunderstorm. Look at that, in a thunder shower or thunderstorm. Animals should definitely not act like people because it would be so silly for a sheep. Animals should definitely not act like people because an ostrich would look odd. Animals should definitely not act like people because a ladybug would have a large load to lift. Look at that poor ladybug, trying to carry all those groceries. Animals should definitely not act like people because most of all, we wouldn't like it. So those animals are acting like people by going to the zoo. Now, if the animals are outside looking in, who's on the inside of the cage? It would be us. We would not like that. I just love how in this book they state their opinion and then use the word because to give us reasons for their opinion. I hope you enjoyed this book.